All right, what's going on, guys? Today, you're going to be hearing from my 68 Sprint student, Alberto, also known as Flo, a very seasoned agency owner who has been in this business for a long time. Flo didn't come into the 68 Sprint because he was struggling to get clients or struggling to build his brand, which is a little bit out of the ordinary for what we see in students who come inside of the 68 Sprint. But what he wanted was he wanted to get more strategic and start offering ads right away to current clients and being able to upsell them. He mainly joined the 68 Sprint for being able to work with my business partner, Nate. And Flo was able to close bigger deals by being able to offer ads, and even structured his first partnership deal with a contractor, moving from just doing the work and sending the deliverables to building real business relationships and partnerships. Flo was able to finish in second place with close to 15,000 points, with 95% of that coming from new client revenue. And he talks about how the sprint gave him the frameworks and the guidance, especially from Nate's side of things, and the confidence to continue growing. If you're someone who's already established, you've been doing this already for a couple years, and you want to break into higher ticket offers, more strategic deals, Flo's experience is exactly what you need to hear. So please stick around, watch the entire video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So Flo, this can be your official offboarding call from 68 Sprint. We're gonna go over a couple things. I want to ask you a couple questions. I want to go over some of the data you pulled in. It's really cool because inside our database, we can basically section off all you guys' users, and what we can do is we can see how much of a percentage you guys played into the entire group's submissions. And what we're seeing right now for you top three guys is all you top three guys had more submissions than all the other competitors, which obviously makes sense, right? Because the scores are higher. Along with that, you guys also had the most consecutive days where you guys submitted. So, there's stuff like that that we look at where, it makes sense why you guys place top three, as well as like deal size, deal volume, ability to close deals, stuff like that. And that's why we focused on, the 1 point per dollar. So essentially, we're just going to go over some of this data. We're going to go over a couple questions. What I'm really looking to get is to get your honest feedback and opinion on how this whole thing went. If you liked it, if you had a good experience, if you liked what you learned from me and Nate, if you felt like it was effective and kind of just an overall experience kind of thing. Um, so my first question is, first off, you as of right now are in second place at 16,478 points, with 95% of that being new client revenue. With that being said, can you take us, back to day one and kind of talk to me about what about this made you pull the trigger, right?
With the 60-day sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in the position where I was never offering ads. And like I mentioned to was it Taylor?
Yeah.
I don't really remember her name.
Yeah, Taylor.
Well, that's what I mentioned to Taylor is that, I don't have any trouble with getting clients. I don't have any trouble with leads. I'm very good at my marketing and branding.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't do was offer the ads the way that I wanted to strategically do it. So, I've done it in the past, but I wanted to get a little bit more, direct one-on-ones. And because he bought on, what's his name, Nate, that's what really made me want to move forward. I've seen you like I told you from the beginning, man. I've been watching you for a while, and just genuine dude. So I was like, you know what, I definitely am always open to learning. Um, but the main thing was, working with somebody who not just was telling me what to do, but he actually, Nick guided me through that whole process through the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Um, and that was a huge support. You gave me a lot of great stuff with the like the fireflies and the poppy, um, which, is stuff that I haven't been using myself. But yeah, that's what really made me move forward, and that's what I wanted to get out of it.
Yeah, 100%. We didn't have Nate for round one, too. So, would you say definitely Nate was a driving force, not only in your decision, but in, you know, the way that you came into this thing and, was able to take away some stuff and learn some stuff? You think Nate played a big vital role in that for sure?
To be honest, yes. And if it wasn't for Nate, I probably wouldn't have done it
Yeah.
because I'm not in the stage where I am lacking mindset. I am lacking personal branding. I'm lacking generating leads. Like I do everything on a very consistent basis because this is my full-time gig. Um, so yeah, because of Nate, and even just again having Nate was huge because I did close clients, bigger clients, because I offered the ads, and having Nate support was
Boom,
definitely.
right there. So we start talking about numbers, right? That's the position that it played for you. You were able to go out, close bigger deals, right? Talk to me
Mhm.
about your deals. What were those deals and how what they look like? What was the structure?
So I structured my first deal with a contractor where we started running his ads, and the ads that we created, and also the system and the strategy behind what UNA was teaching us. Um, it helped me get more comfortable with, all right, let's do a what's it called, like a partnership. So
Yeah,
actually not just trying to get paid from it, but also trying to benefit from, like, let me help you grow your business with a contractor that I was working with. And yeah, we definitely got leads for the contractor. Some stuff happened in between that he couldn't move forward with it, but at the same time, I saw the leads coming in from applying what you guys were teaching,
yeah,
and also another client, I was able to not overwork myself with doing too much like out in the field work, and doing more of the back end stuff of, like, let me actually help you grow your business and run the ads on the back end. So one
100%.
thing I try to not that I don't try to do, but like I also don't want to be in the field every single day because I still have to do, manage myself here on the computer. But yeah, because I was able to offer a higher ticket, that deliverable was more doing the back end stuff versus being out there. It was really just getting the ads shot. That was the top priority, and we just launched the ads not too long ago. We got our first two leads in like less than 24 hours.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fun.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. I
All
love to
right.
hear it. Looking back, I mean, would you say that the investment that you made into the 60-day sprint was worth it?
Yeah, I came into the 60-day sprint that I was gonna take something out of it. Regardless of what it was, if it was whatever it was, if I had spent the money, and not that I didn't get anything out of it, but I was gonna learn something from somebody, because
Yeah,
that's just my perspective with whoever I learn, or whoever I am
just involve yourself with. Yeah,
yeah. So regardless, I was always gonna get something out of it, whether it was to get energy, to get vibes, understanding how you run
100%.
your business, because you definitely have been doing this for a while now, and I respect this. So I was picking your brain. I had a lot of questions myself, but
It was
no,
good, dude. Honestly, like you
worth it.
definitely were the one who asked more questions than the others for sure, and I appreciate it because uh, I appreciate your professionalism, the way that you brought things to the table, the way you held yourself throughout the entire competition. It definitely showed not only to just me, but also to Nate. Nate had no problem sharing on multiple occasions that we both knew that you were definitely out there working your ass off and definitely just moving a lot faster and a lot different than some of the other guys in the competition, which inevitably, showed through the data, showed on the leaderboard, right? And that's why we have that dashboard so we can see visually and connect the data and see, okay, this guy did more than this guy. He outperformed by X percentage, and just because of that, we can look at the leaderboard and see like he clearly, won Sony 1635. You know what I'm saying? Um, so
And it
yeah,
was a
man,
slow
it's
month, honestly, man.
you said what?
I said, and it was a slow month.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah, I
was, it
know.
was a slow month for me because I wasn't trying to take on too many projects. I really wanted to focus on these calls and make sure I was there. But yeah, no, I'm like literally just, I had to take a step back because I wanted to focus on learning. But good month is definitely a different approach.
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. If someone was like watching this and they were taking a look at this video and they're like, okay, like I'm on the fence about joining this thing with Ben and Nate. I want to learn more about ads. I want to learn more about like how can I make my agency better? How can I use AI tools like how we kind of went over and whatnot. If that person's on the fence, like what would you say to them?
Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money, man. Honestly, yeah, you can't grow um trying to figure it out all out on your own. I mean, you can, but eventually you'll hit a ceiling and getting around people who are um, doing better than you in some way, shape, or form is always going to be a great investment. And like I said, going into anything with the perspective and the mindset that I will learn something and having that being that optimistic about it, you will gain something out of it. So yeah, you can't expect to be in business and think that you're not going to invest, which is just, you'll be stagnant for a very long time. So if you're thinking about it, it's better to take the risk and just get ready because you'll be doing that a lot throughout your throughout business. That's just part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Well, man, hey, I think that's all I got on my end. You crushed it. Me and Nate were really lucky to have you in here. We know how good you do in your business, and like I said, the professionalism, amount of work effort you put into this, everything you brought to the table was just checked every box, 100% for sure, bro, and it showed on the leaderboard for sure. Um, so yeah, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you.
No, fire. No, I appreciate you guys, man. It was definitely like I said, it was worth it, and I'll definitely be in touch with you guys and keep you guys updated.